Hey friends, welcome or welcome back to another Pick a Card reading. This is Mystical Heron, and in today's reading, I have already filmed it, and it is all about your hidden superpower. So there's advice in here, there's a lot of information, and if you feel called to more than one pile, I would definitely suggest that you click on however many piles you feel drawn to, because each are very different and individual, and but all three have what it is that you need to hear, what it is that you need to understand about yourself, and how to move forward. So this is going to be pile number 1, 2, and 3. Pause the video if you need more time. The description box below will have the timestamps, and I will see you in your selected pile. Hey, pile number 1, if you've chosen power, this is going to be your reading on what are your superpowers. That's funny that you've got power with superpowers, so we'll see how powerful you are. First of all, I'd like to read off some signs. This could be your sun, moon, rising. If these are not, and they do not resonate with you, this does not mean that this isn't your reading. It's just here as an added extra confirmation for you. So we do have Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Gemini. So it looks like you've got half the wheel and a part of the other. So we're going to start with some tarot here. We have the 7 of Pentacles, the 10 of Swords, the 10 of Wands, the 8 of Swords, the 7 of Cups, and the 3 of Wands. We have fire magic, Eight of Scrolls, path unknown, and we have alchemy. The frequency of alchemy activates our magical ability and remembrance of the magic that we hold inside. Each one of us has the potential to access the ancient knowledge that allowed the true alchemist to perform miracles of transmutation. All right, and we're just going to pull one more here. And we have temptation. So we'll leave the rest of these off to the side. So pile number 1. I can see here that along with the alchemy and the 2 tens, you are able to transmute energy. You're able to stop. And when I first started feeling into it, it was like lineage, karmic debt from our lineage. You're able to transmute karmic debt that has been around in your lineage, in your ancestry for a really long time. It's almost like you're setting yourself and your future lineage. Not that you have to have children. You do not have to have children. But if you do have children, it's almost like I'm hearing you're righting the wrong So it's possible that you guys have come from a pretty hard upbringing, with a lot of rules, just not feeling understood. But you were handpicked by your ancestors prior to incarnating to stop this. And we have the temptation card here. And to stop these old patterns, these old addictive behaviors, these old ways of doing things that no longer serve humanity. You're also here to cut out illusions. There's illusions that your lineage has continued to hold on to. And so I can see you as being like a front runner in what is it called? Like a trendsetter or like a truth seeker, kind of thing. And your spirit guides are wanting you to recognize, and I think that you've already recognized how much you can transmute. You've definitely inherited a lot of karmic debt. And so with that, you have been able to, and it's not been easy, but you've been able to transmute that energy. And you are really heading right now on a path that is unknown. It may seem foggy, it may seem unknown, just the whole idea of it. Like, I feel like you don't know where exactly you're going right now, but Spirit wants to congratulate you on all the healing that you have done and how you've empowered yourself and empowered those to come. It's almost like if you have brothers or sisters or cousins, nieces or nephews, you're helping them too. Your energy, even if you're not in contact with them, and even if you are, your energy expands out totally energetically. And it's almost like you're doing the work for them. So that is definitely a superpower in its own. You're helping those that have come before or after you and before you, because I can see here in the Eight of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles that that your family that was stuck in this illusion, this trap, are actually being able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. They're able to see their ways and really kind of correct them. And maybe you will see the benefits of this transformation and maybe you won't. But Spirit is saying that it's happening and that that's big. They're saying that it's all due to you and you incarnating into the life that you incarnated into. I'm seeing here with fire magic that you have a lot of power. Your secret power can lie in fire. Maybe you like to do candle magic. Maybe you like to do bonfires, or you just like to light candles in your house. There's a strong connection that you have with fire, and it goes along with these two ten of swords and 10 of wands, because fire brings endings and it brings new beginnings. And so energetically, you bring endings and new beginnings. And physically, you could bring endings and new beginnings. There's something else about the fire, like you are the phoenix that rose from the ashes. That's all that I'm getting for that, but I just had to mention that. There are some heavy burdens that you are working on releasing right now, and you're working on letting go of the things that you no longer need to carry. Maybe you are close to your family and you were trying to get them on the same page, trying to get them to see what it is that you could see right in front of you, but they couldn't see. There's a lot of letting go of those burdens because Spirit has now come into the picture. And this energy, there's this energy that you emanate. One of the superpowers that you could have is energy healing. So if you're interested in Reiki, that would be a great tool for you. But you can definitely use your energy to change things energetically. And what I mean by that is like objects. You can program crystals. You could program objects. I forget what it's called, but I also see that you can, if you can't now, you can eventually, if you worked on it, psychometry, is it? I think that that's what it's called. I'm not exactly sure. But it's where you can actually read an object and you could figure out where it came from, its history, who's owned it, because of the energetic imprint that's on that object. But Spirit is really wanting to congratulate you on all of your hard efforts and your hard work, getting you to this point. For some of you, you could have a bit more of a journey to go on in order to actually see that this reading completely resonates for you. And some of you are at the end of that journey where it's time for you to take the burdens off and start on your unknown path, that will become more clear to you as you move forward. But if you see here, she's got all of these flowers on her back and she's ready to pluck another one and place it on her back. You're ending that cycle. And that's a really tough cycle to end, taking on a lot of burdens that are no longer yours to carry. So let's get some more cards here. We have Oak, Doorway, Strength, Journey. We have Peace Walker, Peace, Gentle, Forward, which makes sense. We have Never a Crowd on the Leading Edge. Honor those who honor you. Trip the Light, Fantastic. Dance with the Universe. We have the Treasure, Wisdom, and Universe. So I can see here that you are, one of your powers is that you're a teacher. You may already know this, or you may start to gain more. I'm hearing imposter syndrome. So it's possible that there's this inkling in you to be a teacher, but you don't feel that there's anything for you to teach, or who's going to hear you, or, you know, anything like that. But the universe is working with you to really amp up your ability to teach. And this teaching can come in multiple different ways. You could, I'm not feeling a lot of you are writers, but I can feel for some of you, Some of you are writers, but you can also have a platform, a podcast, offer classes in what you have been studying. But there is something about you sharing your wisdom that you've gained over this lifetime and over other lifetimes. You're going to start tapping into the journey, the path of other lifetimes through meditation. So if that calls out to you, that would be a good place to start if you are not in that starting point just yet. You also, and I know that this sounds, I mean, to me, it feels like it would sound silly to you, but your secret power, and it may be obvious to you, but you're a peacekeeper. You're able to understand, and this is a superpower. You're able to understand what somebody else's perspective and what they're going through, and be able to be the mediator in conflict, because you can see both sides of the story. You can see the other side of things. And what's really fascinating is that this is a part of you that has been with you in your whole lifetime, in this lifetime. And so it may not be so obvious, but there are a lot of, I want to say, hard-headed people out there that literally cannot see somebody else's viewpoint. They are stuck only in their own mind, and they're not able to open up and see. And so that is a real gift and talent that you have, that that will also continue to strengthen over time and open doorways for you, doorways into other work possibilities. You could use that in some type of work that you do. I feel that this is an intuitive pile, but I'm not getting a lot of psychic energy. So if you felt called to a different pile, then that's probably going to have a little bit more information for you. But I feel for the most part, you're just really connected to the universe, and the universe wants you to honor the blessing of who you are, and really honor that it is a big job to transmute energy and to take your lineage out of temptation and almost deliver it from evil, I want to say. And yeah, with the treasure here, it just makes me feel like you have been taken advantage of. You have been used or abused in relationships. And maybe in the past you were a pushover, and maybe you still are for some of you, but you're overcoming that. You're moving in a more empowered state where you're able to allow your gifts and your abilities to shine. So I think that that's it for this pile. Again, if you felt called to another pile, there might be more messages in there for you. But I hope that you enjoyed this reading, and if it resonated, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hey, pile number 1, if you've chosen dignity. Take pride in yourself and all that you have become. Feel honored by the choices, achievements, and actions. All right, so let's start with tarot. We have the Fool, King of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, King of Wands, Four of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles. We have change and progress. We have remembrance. The frequency of remembrance supports our memory of everything that we have gone through in a soul's body, providing us with valuable information and tools to flow gracefully with and in this lifetime. We have new beginnings, and we have transformation. And we'll leave the rest. Okay, so pile number 2. I just wanted to start out by saying that I am so sorry I did not give you your signs. Sometimes I feel called to do it, and sometimes I don't. And when I don't and I forget, that just gives me a reason to pass on it. So what are your hidden secret superpowers? You have the ability to, number 1, you have the ability to flow with life. You have the ability to not hold yourself back. And I feel that maybe some of you are kind of scratching your head at that. But that's because you haven't been in the right energy. And if you are a go-getter and you don't let anything hold you back, then that is exactly your superpower. For those of you who are not in that power yet, you will be coming into that power when, I'm not exactly sure. I think it's individual, it's unique to everybody, but you have that laying dormant within you if it's not activated already. You have the ability to transform yourself and to change your looks, your appearance. You have the ability to become a different person if you wanted to. You also are able to transform situations. So what I mean by that is, say for example, you are an interior decorator and you have the ability to completely overhaul a room and make it look nothing like it had looked in before. And so taking that and using that as an example for anything in your life. You have the ability to transform things, and it's something that, and you, again, you don't have to take the interior decorating as the only example, but you have the ability to get paid for these transformations. So you could also see, use that secret superpower for helping other people. Maybe you like to train people. Maybe you are somebody who focuses on food, a nutritionist. Maybe you're somebody who is a reader, a psychic, and you help people through your readings transform. But there's something beautiful about your energy, and you could use it on yourself, and you can use it on other people, places, or things. You also, if you don't know this already, you're able to tap into the Akashic records. You're able to really tap in and find that information that you're seeking. And that could be, it's not limited to just you. You're able to tap into this realm of information and bring it into your three-dimensional reality. So you could be a good researcher, and this could help you in this area of working with the Akashic records. But that could be a career for you where you like to do research on whatever it is, or you just like to learn. I can see that you are a very smart person, and you have the capacity to learn and to create from that learning. If you don't feel that you're a good student, that doesn't mean that you're not smart. I feel like sometimes we're mistaken with what is smart and what isn't. And for some of you, if not all of you, you're a free thinker. You gather your ideas and concepts through pulling them out of the ether, through the collective consciousness. And maybe you don't even realize where you're pulling this information from. But when you get bright ideas and you then get to work on them, and and you're sitting in the right energy, you're unstoppable. You are unstoppable with how much you can transform within what it is that you're working with. Spirit is bringing me to the Four of Pentacles and wanting to give you a bit of a heads up on that maybe some of you, and I don't think that this is for all of you, but for some of you, you might hold on to things too tightly. And so that might be a downfall to you being able to see this transformation, this ability, your ability to transform things. And so Spirit is just giving you a little bit of a heads up and a word of advice of, allowing things to flow, allowing things to be let go when it's time to let them go. Because I can see that you could be the initiator for the transformation, but perhaps not all the time, not every single time you're to finish the project. Like for people or, in their healing journey, because I definitely see that you are healers here. I also see that you are going to be discovering a lot of this very soon. Your path is changing and you are in a progressed state right now. And that is allowing you to dig deeper into who you are. If you feel called to another pile, there might be more information for you there. I mean, we're not done with this reading right now, but I'm just saying that if you were called to another pile, that might help you understand yourself a little bit better. But you're definitely meant to pull information from this etheric realm and bring it into this three-dimensional reality to help transform our three-dimensional reality. You have a lot of beauty. And if you don't consider yourself as beautiful, you have a hidden beauty. I think some of you are just outright beautiful, and you know that. But for those of you who do not know how beautiful you are, Spirit is here to remind you or to let you know that you have a very unique beauty about you. And when I say unique, that doesn't mean, that you can pass as beautiful. It's more of like, it's more like people will stare at you without understanding exactly why, because they're drawn to you. You have this inner beauty and outer beauty. And I don't know how much of this reading is going to give you your superpowers, but this is definitely the tip of the iceberg for you. And if nothing else, Spirit wants to just get out what it is that they want to say right now, and perhaps we'll do another one of these, because it's all in divine timing that we know more about ourselves. All right, so let's move on. We have transformation and change. See, you are transforming. And as you transform, you are going to bring this information this information that is going to change, again, our three-dimensional reality. I can see you as a trendsetter. I can see you as somebody who can recreate things. So however that resonates with you. But that is a strong superpower. We have depressed, isolated, help. And we have ancient knowledge, help, dimensional, exactly. So maybe you are coming from this sad, blue state, and you kind of know what I'm talking about, but Spirit really wants to reinforce all of these things, because you have big shoes to fill, and those shoes are your shoes in the future. And your future self is actually coming through and saying, we did it, we transformed, we became who it is that we wanted to become, and we're living in that place now. So the Siddhi, ancient knowledge, help, dimensional, your superpower, you can shift dimensions, you can shift timelines, you can jump parallel realities. All of that is within your grasp. You have access to those powers. And again, your future self is saying that we live in that now. That is where I am now. So X marks the spot. See the love in disguise. suffering in silence. So I feel like you're finding that groove. You're finding that place that you feel most welcome in your own body, in your own energy. And as you do that, you're coming out of this Four of Cups. You're coming out of this blue and this suffering in silence. And you'll never forget where you came from. But this is definitely a place that you're coming out of, and you're coming into what has already been said in this reading. I'm hearing, I know that this sounds crazy, but what is crazy, right? What is crazy within these readings? I'm hearing that you can time travel. So you could probably astral project and time travel that way. I'm here. Okay, so I was just corrected by Spirit. Not astral projection. I mean, some of you can astral project, but that's not the way that they're talking about time travel. And I'm not even in the realm of understanding how to time travel, but that's what I'm getting. So take it how it resonates. We have the Queen of Scrolls. See, diversity, Archangel Raphael. So the Queen of Scrolls is the Queen of Knowledge. She knows what's up. She knows so much about, and I'm hearing the past, present, future. She has the ability to access these Akashic records. And that is what we talked about in the very beginning, that you are able to tap into this information. And it doesn't even have to be your information. It could be information on whatever it is that you want to know about. So I am feeling that we do have some psychics in this group. We have intuitives. Definitely we have intuitives. But with this little jewel here that's lit up next to the new beginnings, I feel like you're going to be developing your spiritual side of you here in the near future. And that's going to open you up to learning a lot of new subjects, learning a lot of new ways. I don't know, ways of being. I don't know. And we have Archangel Raphael. So with this card, I feel like one of your powers is that you have the ability. Oh, okay. So you have the ability to heal. And this pile has the ability to transform others. And I said that you guys were healers. So yes, Archangel Raphael coming in here is really bringing that point home of how you are a healer and how you can offer your healing services to other people, places, and things. It doesn't have to be specifically with people. It could also be with places, right? We're trying to transform this three-dimensional reality. And so if you feel more called to people, animals, interior decorating, just for example, in the food industry, there's a lot of healing that needs to happen and take place within this world. And that is what you're being called to do. The thin, thin veil, let go and let glow. So my goodness, you are so connected to the other side. You are so connected to the etheric realm, and you are so connected to the universe and the information that the universe has to give to you. You just have to be aligned with who you are energetically. if you're still in this blue state, in this suffering and silence, if you're still in these spaces of holding on too tight of what was, then you're not in the flow of fully understanding what your potential is. So that is beautiful. I don't think I'm getting anything else here. But again, please check out another pile if that calls out to you and see what comes through for you, see what resonates. And I'm so blessed and honored to have done this reading for you. If you've enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hey, pile number 3, if you've chosen kindness, live with compassion, open your heart to all life forms, be an angel with hands. This is going to be your reading on your superpowers. So we have the Page of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the Empress, the Eight of Swords. Let's see, where are they? Four of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Chariot, the Wheel, we have romantic love. The frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with and reflection of conscious lover. We have healing waters. We have rejoice in celebration. And conflict and defeat. Okay, so we'll leave the rest of these for just a moment. Okay, so pile number 3. With the Empress here, it looks as if, and it feels like you are able to give birth to anything you set your mind out to do. You are able to create new beginnings all around you. And you're also, with the Eight of Swords here, able to untrap yourself. Now, if you have been feeling like this is something that hasn't been happening in your life, Spirit is saying that you're going to soon see how this fits into your life. If you do feel trapped right now, and you've always felt like, I am trapped, I can't get out of where I am, Spirit is saying you're going to soon figure out how to untrap yourself out of any situation that brings new surprises in your life. There's an abundance of overflowing new beginning here. And I can see for most people that feel trapped in situations and trapped in life, in all different types of situations. And I'm sorry if I'm not getting to the point just yet. I'm still trying to really take in what Spirit is really wanting to tell you. And all I can get right now is that you will tap into this superpower of figuring out how to unlock wherever you are and to find new beginnings. Find new beginnings that are full of surprises. and move forward from whatever you were trapped in. The universe is saying right now how lucky you are. And you may have seen this luck in what you would consider small ways. But what the universe wants you to know is that there hasn't always been time in which you have been grateful for what you have. And once you tap into feeling an abundance of gratefulness with what you have, like for example, you find a career and this career is going smoothly, you're making money, you're doing what you need to do, and then you find something wrong within the career. And then as soon as you find that thing that's wrong, then it starts to spiral into, I don't want to do this anymore. And so what the universe is saying is that has been a lot of learning for you to go through, to work through, to understand that giving up on things is another form of not being grateful for what it is that you have. And so that leads me to believe that a power of yours is to be able to find the gratitude within all things. And once you're able to tap into that gratitude within all things, it's as if you can unlock yourself. It's as if you can give birth to what it is that you want to give birth to, and create new beginnings and have crazy surprises around what it is that you want. There's a lot of celebration that's going to happen in the future, and it's just going to take a little bit of time for you to do that. So what I would suggest is, if you don't have this already, is get a gratitude journal, a journal that's dedicated to things that you're grateful for. And this doesn't mean that you're an ungrateful person. This doesn't mean that you're a selfish person. This only means that you're not able to see the gratitude within all things. And once you unlock that, the gifts from the universe are going to come showering in. Some people go their entire life without being aware of how they are not grateful for things. They just see it as they are, and they just take it as it comes. But this is why this is a superpower for you, because ultimately you can heal yourself through your gratitude. And I see a lot of financial abundance coming in once you heal this aspect of yourself. I see a romantic partner who's going to come in once you unlock this part of yourself. I see crazy forward movement with the Chariot here, in any direction that you would like to give birth in, any kind of project, anything that you'd like to create. I can see it all going really well because you've tapped into that space of abundance that is connected to being grateful. You're also a healer. A gift that you may not know that you have is that you're able to heal. You're able to heal with prayer. You're able to heal with your energy. You're able to heal with your mind. And that is, again, bringing us back to the beginning of the reading about being grateful. In order to create and manifest this energy within you that's able to extend out to other people and other places, things, animals, whatever it is, there's that sense of gratitude that needs to happen. And all of it will connect. Everything will come in line. Everything will connect for you. as soon as you practice this gratitude journal. I see that as a really important part, because you're unlocking something, and this is something that you didn't know that you had. This ability to create out of nothing, this ability to manifest whatever it is that your heart desires to manifest, to call in this luck from the universe, to call in this love, this romantic love, to be able to let go. There's a big part about letting go of what you hold so tightly to. So whatever that means to you, however that resonates with you, it's important to release whatever it is that you hold so tightly to. All right, so now let's get some more cards. Earth Magic. Awesome. So you're a magician, and the way that the magician within you is going to be able to shine again if you practice the gratitude journal, practice tapping into that part of you. Again, I'm not saying that you are an ungrateful person. I'm saying that it's hard to see the positives in things when we are not in alignment, with our true purpose of our true, our soul. And you're able to practice magic, you're able to work with crystals, you're able to do spell work if that calls out to you, and you are a magician or a wizard or a witch or whatever else you want to call yourself, whatever feels good to you. That is something that you are, and that's a secret superpower that you have. But once you come into alignment with where it is that you need to be, then you will start seeing the results of your manifestations. You will start seeing the results of your whatever it is that you want to produce, your spells, your intentions, whatever it is. We have Fawn, beginnings, willingness, opportunities. So you have an abundance of opportunities that's waiting to come into your space once you're aligned with your true path. And I think ultimately that's what this specific reading is about, is guiding you to your path so that you can see the power and the magic that you hold within you. We have White Stag, shape-shifting, support, other world. So you have the ability to shift how you look. You have the ability to shift and change your environment. You can mold yourself into whatever you see fit, whatever calls to you, whatever your heart desires. You have that ability to shift it. And you have the ability to tap into other worlds. If you connect with the star system, you have the ability to connect with your star family. You have the ability to, I'm hearing light language, other dimensions, other realities, you're able to tap into those. And that goes along with magic, earth magic here. There's no place like home. Nestle into the sweetness. And we have in the castle of dreams, become altered by the color of your dreams. So I think that this is advice on inspiring you. Because you will nestle into your sweetness, into the sweetness of life, into the joy of life, because you'll be able to tap into the joy, the abundance that's there for you, that's waiting there for you, and build your castle. Like, I see this huge castle that represents your soul. And this castle is filled with workers, which represents your spirit team. And you'll be able to connect with everybody. You'll be able to understand everybody on a much deeper level once you tap into this space, this energy. We have solitude. So give yourself some time to meditate, to contemplate. Give yourself some time to ease into this this way of being. You know, practice your gratitude journal in the morning and in the evening. Set your intention before you go to bed that you travel the spiritual, the etheric realm, the earthly plane, to get answers to what it is that you need to get answers to, because that's all you're capable of doing, all of that. And ask your angels, ask your guides to help show you what to be grateful for, how to have gratitude in the way that they are describing needing gratitude. On track, Archangel Raphael, and the journey. So you are on track to going to bigger, better places. I feel that some of you are on the brink of understanding what it is that I'm saying. There's a small portion of you that does understand what I'm saying, and they're needing just to understand the superpower of themselves, of what's going to become unlocked. But there are some of you who are in this space of not even understanding the whole idea of gratitude. But what Spirit is saying is that you are still on track. You're on track with where you need to be. And now, don't let this go. Don't take this reading and click off and forget about it. Do what it is that you need to do. Write it down. Remember what it is that you need to remember, because you're on a journey right now. You're on a journey of healing, and your ability to heal yourself through this gratitude journal is going to allow you to heal others. And I can see in your own special way making money from being a healer in your own way. So that could mean doing readings, that could mean energy healing, that could be prayer if you if that's what you want to do. What else? Working in the medical field, working with animals. There's a lot of ways to use your energy healing, and I can see you being financially prosperous by doing that, because you will be living your true purpose. And I feel like you're going home. I feel like you're coming home to yourself. And this is going to make you feel so alive and so full of gratitude. Because your life and your world is going to shift. You're going to be awakened to all of these extra abilities that you may or may not have understood that you can do, like the traveling and the connecting with star family, and igniting your psychic intuitive abilities. There's just so much here that you're able to do, and it all starts from gratitude. And I'm only the message deliverer here. And I mean, this totally resonates with me as well. I need to start a gratitude journal, and I need to understand Where is it that I am not seeing the gratitude within my life? Because I can feel a pull. So this is the pile that I would have chosen, I think, out of all three of these piles. So you're not alone. And again, it does not mean that you're not grateful. It just means that there's more to see than what you're actually able to see right now. Okay, so that was your reading. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Please leave a thumbs up if you've enjoyed and resonated with this reading. Subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.